How long did it take you from starting a taco truck to opening a business?
From opening the restaurant a year and a half. I knew I was going to open up the restaurant 9 years ago when what IC got popular during the COVID time. Driving to get to the location, ordering their food, consuming, driving back. So if it's a 15-minute drive to and from, that's 30 minutes just in drive time. So they only got another 30 minutes to eat. Average consumption for an individual is going to take about.
Sir, how you doing, sir?
How's it going?
Hey.
That's my father, Joe, as well.
Oh, that's your father? Hey, how you doing, sir? Can you introduce yourself?
My name is Joe Enriquez. I'm the owner of Rosario's Tacos. That's my father, Rosario, Joe. His name is Enriquez as well. We're the ones that own Rosario's Tacos.
How did you get to start this business?
I've been in business now for going on 9 years. I started off doing catering, and then from there went into doing taco trucks, and now we got our location. So we've been over here, I want to say almost about a year now.
How long did it take you from starting a taco truck to opening a business?
From opening the restaurant a year and a half. I knew I was going to open up the restaurant 9 years ago when I first started. This has always been the end to get to. The process has to take its course. It's a little bit different to open up a restaurant versus doing the catering, funds-wise. Building my book of business, and then doing the taco truck, and then now scaling up to this, and with hopes.
How much did it cost for you to open this restaurant?
You're gonna be anywhere between 25 to 55.
$25,000 to $55,000.
So we have a real small. We have a 1,000 square feet.
1,000 square feet.
We're not a very big location, although we have a big presence. The location is still kind of compact. All that you see from our refrigerators, from our beverages, to what we use to store our cold, our meats, our freezer, prep tables. You kind of see over here, even our burners, griddles, whatnot. We don't have a very big location as far as kitchen space, but we try to utilize it as much as we can. My dad is the one that kind of designed the kitchen, the way our setup and our flow is, just to make sure we're doing proper steps, that we're not moving too much.
What made you decide to open a taco restaurant instead of any other business?
My roots, I'm Mexican. I'm from San Jose. It's something I grew up on from the day I was born in '84. First day I ever came out. It was probably the first, outside of everything, this is what I know. So it's not something that could I have done another cuisine. Some of these recipes we use are recipes from my grandmother, to my dad, from my mother, to even some stuff that you see on the internet that I want to try that. So to answer the question, it's something that's already been embedded in us. So I'll share with you what we do. So our menu consists of a few different options. We have burritos, tacos, quesadillas. A lot of people are familiar with us with our birria. We have a taco that I created, which is birria and shrimp, which is a surf and turf taco. Our birria, what we do is we brew this bad boy for about 6 hours.
What is this?
That's corn ferment. We brew it, we stew it. It takes about 6 hours. Throw it on our grill. Make a little taco, melted cheese. So what we do with our quesadilla and everybody else, we just have a little different take, Rosario's take on it. So we're looking for a crisp on our shells. Then we'll dress it. We lost my mother on St. Patrick's Day. I opened up this business on her actual day of passing, 9 years ago. I think to kind of, not to be a sad day, but to be a day of remembrance. It's kind of funny because a lot of people ask a lot of the time, who's Rosario? And I'll share what's my mother, but I get a lot of people that will talk about her. People do share their condolences, but it's nothing to be sad about. It's just part of life. This was part of my journey. So, but that's who that woman is. That's when people ask, who is Rosario? What is Rosario's Tacos? The who part it's her. Rosario is that one right there. That's the actual picture from Disneyland that we took of my mom. And our logo, that's the actual character picture that they use.
How do you like doing business with your son?
Very fortunate that I'm able to work with my son. When you first have your kids, as they're growing up, you're just a parent. You never get to be on that parent relationship. And I got lucky that my son did this. I chose to go back to the work field because I wanted to spend more time. He's saying, running your own business, especially in a restaurant, that's 24 hours a day. It just doesn't stop. And for me, I had fun with my kids, so I wanted to be with my wife and my kids. When he was getting ready to start doing this, catering and all that stuff, He told me, he said, Dad, I want to make sure everyone says my mom's name.
You have more than 14,000 followers on Instagram. How did you get to collaborate with so many Instagram foodies?
I kind of got lucky. They found me.
Oh, they found you?
A few of them found me. I don't understand how they got 80,000 followers. They're talking about this, what is it, the algorithm and hashtags and all these things. I don't know. I'm happy they do. I'm thankful that they do. I've had quite a few. I know there's been quite a few foodies that, from what I see, got popular during the COVID time. Not to say there wasn't ones before, because I know there were, but it just seemed to really pop during COVID. God bless the dead. We lost a couple people, even a staff member that worked for me. But COVID also did create an opportunity.
How did you guys find this restaurant?
We found it on Instagram, posted about it, and I live in the area and never heard of it myself. So my friend came over, and here we are.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is this your first time at this restaurant?
This is our first time.
How does it taste?
Really good. Oh my god. Really, really, really good. Yeah, the meat is lean. It's not fatty.
Very
Lots of cheese.
cheesy. Very yummy.
How did you come up with the selection of menus?
The selection of menu? Well, in the truck, I was doing a birria by itself. So when I decided to do the menu, I still wanted to be able to offer the catering options that we make, so people can sample the food, and then when they want to book, if I got stacked orders, and depending if you're ordering a burrito, you're ordering a chili relleno burrito, or you're ordering quesadilla. Quesadilla, I can knock that out in like 2 minutes, under 2 minutes. Preparation is key. I believe in order for you able to do the work of 100 men, you gotta have things in place. When you first came in, he was chopping our asada, that was dicing it up. So this way, when I get a customer that comes in, and we cook everything to order, so it's nothing's been pre-sitting as far as our salad, chicken, pastor, and all that stuff. I can grab it, throw it on. I'm not waiting, because when you do get a group of people coming in, they're on lunch, so they got an hour. That hour consists of them clocking out, walking to their car, starting, driving to get to the location, ordering their food, consuming, driving back. So if it's a 15-minute drive to and from, that's 30 minutes just in drive time. So they only got another 30 minutes to eat. Average consumption for an individual is going to take them about 12 minutes.
Do you have any advice for someone who wants to open like taco restaurant?
If you're young, and when I say young, you're 19, 21, 20, you have a lot of time in your hands to bounce back. Actually, failure is an option. It's actually probably one of the better options if you learn from it. If you failed at it and you didn't learn from it, then you know what? Failure might have not have been the option that you should have taken. But if you can learn from that failure, industry. If I had to give you one answer, it's always going to be, dude, work. Put in that work. See how it goes. Disappear for a while. Sometimes you got to be selfish, not to your family, but just to your path of achieving a goal.
What's one thing you would do if you go to day one of starting this business?
I wouldn't do it 10 years ago. I would have done it before.
Earlier?
I would have done it earlier. I said, dude, do something when you're young. I don't care what it is. Try it. Stick with it. You'll know. You'll figure it out whether it's gonna work or not. And that's what I wish I would have done. Is I would have tried it when I was younger, not in my 30s. I tried this in my 30s. But if I was younger, I would definitely go back and do it at an earlier age, because there's some things you can go to school, and I would applaud that. You won't retain some information until you start losing some money, because your mom and dad are probably paying for your books. It's not to take away those that are out there doing it on their own. Kudos to you guys. But to look at a kid at 20, 21, and man, you can bounce back. You're building your credit right now at the age of 18. So you got a credit card. People want to give you money right now. You're the one that's going to mess it up. You're the one that's going to take money and not pay people back. It's in your hands. But if you do it when you're younger, dude, you could definitely have a speed bump come in your life, and you can bounce back. It's a little harder when you're in your 40s, reaching your 50s, where you started doing your career path, they say, have a family. When your responsibilities, it's harder to take that risk. You'll second think yourself, you'll second guess it and go, I don't know. But when you're young, you're just living life, things are coming at you, you decide you want to do this, and then all of a sudden you're doing that, so I would just tell you, do it when you're younger, man. If I could, I would have done it when I was younger.